Good morning, everyone. And it's not too cold this morning. A little chilly, but y'all know I hate that cold weather, man. But I get asked all the time, Jerry, what does it take to get windy and do hair tricks? We're gonna discuss that today, so just hang on. We're gonna do the intro, and then we'll get right back on this. I promise. Man, sorry, guys. Like, it's 13 hours later. I did the intro. I forgot. It happens. But anyway, yeah, getting windy and hair tricking and, all the fun stuff. What does it actually take to do it? Well, let's be honest, guys. You're going to have to tune a little low. Like, lower than the old prefab boxes. My God, I think most of them are tuned up like 37, 40, 45. We got to tune lower than that, My wife's little Edge, it would hair trick some songs, but I'm telling you, it just didn't like doing it. It took a lot of power to get it there, and I tuned that enclosure at 33. And the reason I tuned it at 33 is my wife's a Prince fan, She really likes Prince, and she likes a lot of poppy stuff, so we had to tune the old enclosure up there, pretty high. Not high. I tried to get that happy median where it would play down to 25, but it could cover all, the old pop music. So, and a lot of that pop music you can't find like rebass. So we kind of tuned it around there. Now, you want to play lower, a lot of rebass music and get the hair tricks going. I mean, you could probably do it on a 12. I've seen people do it on a 12. It's really, really impressive, but a pair of 12s, pair of 15s, it should be relatively easy. You're going to tune low, and I would tune the box like no higher than 28. Decent amount of power, and man, this is where it gets tricky because a lot of times, depending upon the subwoofer brand, their TS parameters are all wrong on the paperwork. I mean, that happens all the time. Especially with so many subwoofers being built in China or mass produced in China. They just kind of pull some TS parameters out their butt and they're like, yeah, it looks fine to me. And they roll with them. But, and that's going to be dependent on the size of the enclosure that you run. But for you guys running a smaller system, like a couple 12s, even a couple 15s, and you're wanting to pull off good hair tricks, tune low. Build on the larger side of what you should for your subwoofers. Like, I love putting 15s and 3 Qs. I run a shit ton. I run a crap load of power. So in that situation, I would bump up to 3.5 just to give you a little more efficiency. But also, I would cut down a little bit on your subwoofer or your port area. That's just me. But realistically, you want to build a lot of velocity through that port, And that's what's going to really help you get windier is just a little bit smaller on the port. And the reason I say that is there's a good way to test this theory. Take you a hose about yay big around, say 3 foot long, and blow through it and have your girl on the other side of it or your guy or whatever and see if it just moves any of the hair at all. And then take a straw 3 foot long, a regular like straw you drink soda out of, and blow through it and see which one's gonna like move any air at all. That is a great test to do this and to learn how your port velocity works. Like in a burp card you're just gonna do a number with, you want that bigger port because you want everything to flow through nice and quick to try to get you a number. So you'd like to build just a wee bit on the bigger side of things. But for moving air, just a wee bit smaller. Now, I'm not saying cut your port area in half. You know, I'm saying like 80-90% of what you would normally do. That'll help you guys, you know, that have smaller systems, just trying to achieve a hair trick. That is going to get you more in the right direction of achieving a hair trick, or having a car that plays lows really windy. If you build everything on normal scale, tune low, you should still be able to get there, but then you're relying more on power than what you already have. Like, there's a lot of you guys out there that have a fair amount of power and a couple 12s with decent X-Max, and you're not hair tricking at all. Now, you know, you might not even be moving a beard hair. But if you would build just a wee bit larger enclosure, you know, a little on the larger side of things to help get you that efficiency, and then a little bit under what you normally would for port area, and rather than playing up, you know, tuning up in the 40 hertz, you drop down to like 28-ish, you should probably hair trick. I'd say you could hair trick by just swapping out enclosure. But these are things that you just kind of have to be careful with. I mean, obviously, building an enclosure like that, you're still going to sound good. It's going to be more suited to rebased edits. And, oh God, a lot of guys I see in the groups are like, well, if you can only play rebased edits, you need to rebuild your system, or you need a better system. Well, I call bull crap on that, because you can throw a prefab box in here with some tins and play regular music, but it takes a lot more to be able to play rebased edits really good, especially them low ones. Now, if you tune around 28 hertz, you should be able to hair trick around 28. I said, I tuned my wife's enclosure. You know, I did 7 cubes, port just a little bit on the small side. And I did a little forward edge, and she could hair trick. But she had decent power in that car, but it would hair trick. Not great. I think, honestly, if I would have built the box with a little bit smaller port, it would have hair tricked great. It just, like I said, there wasn't a whole lot of port velocity there, because I had 215s with a 10-inch arrow port. But I said, she just kind of wanted to play normal poppy music. She wanted to be able to play anything. She wanted to be able to play some rebase stuff and stuff off Apple iTunes, you know. So I kind of had to make a borderline there and kind of go with it. But yeah, guys, that's really all I got for you today, because that's not a big subject. You know, it all comes down to enclosure, efficiency, power, and port size. And obviously cars, like my buddy Crazy Trucker, he got 415s and a big ass, I don't know, Tahoe, Yukon. It's one of them Chevy things, you know. And he's just got a 12K on 415s, and this dude be driving down the road filming himself like boom, boom. So that's a big vehicle, but he's got a big system in it. And I think if he had like more power, because he actually needs more power in there. I think he'd be like smacking himself in the face with the hair. But anyway, guys, have a great day. Thank you for watching this. My channel is actually like really starting to take off, and I feel good about it. I'm happy with it, but I owe it all to you guys, so thank you guys very much. Not making a whole lot of money out here. Apparently, you got to go really viral on YouTube to make some money, so I don't know. I'm trying to come up with a new gimmick, guys, but I don't know. No, not really. We got to keep doing the same old crap. Anyway, guys, peace out and bass on.